Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I'm going to perform an at-home lift and tint. Now before I begin, I want to let you know that I am a licensed cosmetologist. So I do have some training in this, but if you do not, I am not sure how much I recommend doing this to yourself. It is kind of tricky. That being said, this is the kit I ordered off of Amazon, and it comes with what you need, although I did order some of my own stuff that I just wanted to use something a little bit different. So, whoops. It does come with your perming solution, your neutralizer, your moisture solution, and your cleansing water. It also comes with all different sizes of perming rods. That is one thing I ordered different. I ordered these little silicone ones just because I had done a lot of research beforehand and saw that a lot of people recommended those over the little like round rods. I don't know, they're like that. They just said that they worked better, so I ordered them. And it also comes with the glue you're gonna need. Now I have a little bowl of water in front of me, along with some little cotton and Q-tips. So it's really important to make sure that you can get to water and clean this off if any of it should get in your eye at any point. That is very important. So make sure that you are close to water. I also have this little lash comb, and I purchased this off Amazon as well. And this little one you can see on this side, it kind of has some teeth, and this side is just smooth. And I do also have this metal lash brush too, so you can kind of go ahead and comb your lashes apart before you start, just to make sure you don't have any tangles in there, especially if you're somebody who has really long lashes naturally anyways. So I'm gonna just look down, show you guys what my lashes look like. I will show a picture before and after. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is take our lash glue and just kind of apply it to our rod. I'm just gonna give it a second to kind of dry. And then you're just gonna wanna place that right at your lash line. Okay. I'm only gonna do one eye at a time for safety reasons, and I'm just not comfortable doing both eyes at once. If I was doing this to someone else, I would definitely go ahead and do both eyes at once, but since I'm applying this to myself, I'm only going to do one. Now the next thing you want to do is start to apply the glue to your rod. just do like a quick little application. I'm gonna use that little comb. I kind of hold my lash up. This is the really, really important part. So you want to take your time, make sure you get your lashes separated well, and make sure they are glued down well. Switch to this. And then just add a little more glue if you need to. This is really the time-consuming part because you really want to make sure that your lashes aren't on top of each other and that they are attached really well. This is definitely the most time-consuming part of the application. If you're applying to yourself, I could definitely see this being super frustrating, and not wanting to mess with it. I did see where some people would only apply a little glue as they went across the perm rod. And I could see how that would work. Maybe a little bit better, but I'll be honest, the perm really didn't come with very good directions at all. So basically most of the research I did not learn from the perm itself. I had to do a lot of research online and with fellow YouTubers to figure out the order and things like that. Okay, now that I have my lashes all attached to the rod, I'm going to take solution number 1, which is the perming lotion, and I'm going to use one of these micro brushes. Okay, here we go. It does kind of have a perming odor, just like if you were getting a real perm for your hair. Super, super important. I just looked and I need to get the corner. I did not get that very well, so I'm gonna do that real quick. Okay, here we go. Perm solution on the micro brush. You do not want to apply the perm solution on the tips of your lashes. That is where your lashes are the most brittle. It's the older part of your lash. So try to avoid that as much as possible. I'm just focusing at the root and mid-strand. Again, this is not something I'm sure I recommend. I am doing this today to kind of review it and tell you if I think this is something good to do to yourself. So the solution is on. Now the directions say to wait, let's see, perm solution, 10 to 15 minutes, so we're just gonna wait. Okay, now that the allotted time has passed, we're gonna take a dry Q-tip and just kind of clean that step 1 off the lashes. And we want to make sure we get all that off. You want to make sure they get pretty clean because you don't want them to over process. Okay, now that I have that done, I'm going to take a clean micro brush and the neutralizer, which is step 2. And you're just going to apply that to the lashes just like you did the perming solution. So again, trying to focus on the root without getting it on the tips. Okay, now that solution number 2 is applied, we are just going to set the timer again and wait for 10 minutes for this to process. Okay, so the step 2 is done processing. I'm going to take a dry cotton swab and just clean that off. I'm kind of just rolling it up. Oops. Now is the part where I will be tinting. So I am using deep black for my tinting color, and just about that much. And this is Biometrics Intensive, and just like 6 drops of the developer. And then I have a little brush here. I'm just gonna mix that up real good. And I'm going to apply this now without taking the rod off, just because I think it's going to be a little bit easier. And this I'm just going to apply from the root to the tips. And just be very, very careful. I did just get that under my eye. If I was doing this to someone else, I would be applying gel eye pads. I just forgot to put them on, honestly. I would have preferred to have them on. So just give those a good coat with the color. My lash is starting to come off on the end, so I just want to make sure I get that nice and coated. Keep that water handy in case you get this in your eye. Do not open your eye, whatever you do. And I'm just gonna move that brush over to the side because I need to clean it. And then we will let this process, I want to say it's like 10 minutes. Let me see here. I don't have it on here, but I'm pretty sure it's like 10 minutes. So we're just gonna let this process for 10 minutes and then I will rinse it off and show you what we have. Okay, the time has passed, so I'm going to take a wet cotton round and I'm just gonna start wiping away the tint. And just gonna move on to a clean one, some cool water. Try to get some of that glue off. Next thing I'm gonna do is just take another micro brush and I'm going to use the moisture lotion, which is the number 3. And I'm pretty sure this is just like a conditioning oil for your lashes. Just like when coloring your hair, you wanna make sure you condition afterwards. So I'm just going to apply this all over the lashes, and it says to let this sit for 5 minutes. But you guys, I can already tell these are looking good. Just cleaning some of the glue off still from the skin. So we're just gonna let this moisture lotion sit for 5 minutes. Okay, so now I'm just gonna take a dry cotton and just kind of wipe away any excess oil off of the lashes. And there you have it, you guys. I love it. I definitely love the tinting. I do feel like I have a good amount of lift. I could maybe try, I don't have super long lashes, so maybe I could try a smaller rod next time. I think that was more the medium. So I think if I wanted a lot more lift, I could try a smaller rod, but I can definitely tell a difference in the lift, in the curl. So you can kind of see how much darker they are. Like, I feel like I have a light coat of mascara on this one. So if I was going to the beach or something, I love this because I at least feel like I have eyelashes. Since I'm a blonde, I have really fair lashes. I will say, if you have sensitive eyes, I'm not sure I would do this. My eyes are not very sensitive, and I do kind of feel like maybe it's a little much. They kind of feel a little tender right now. I have done this before and not had a reaction. I did do a test, so definitely recommend, if you're going to try this, to do a skin test just to see if you have any reactions to it. But I really love it. Again, I do have some training in this, so it was a little bit easier for me. It was a lot of time just to do one eye, so I will have to do another eye. It took me like 40 minutes to do the full process for this eye. So if you're going in somewhere, the process time is going to be like 45 minutes to get this done. And I'm not sure, you know, where you live, pricing will be different, but this was, I mean, that would be like an hour and a half for me to do both eyes. And I think I would just rather go and pay to have it done than to spend the money buying all the different things I needed. Like, I bought different perm rods, different combs. I bought different lash glue because I did not like this one that came with the kit. I bought the micro brushes and these little shields, the lash dye, along with the developer. I mean, that's a big investment. So honestly, I think I would prefer to go to a salon and just relax for the 45 minutes, be able to lay there and have my eyes closed and not stress out so much. But I definitely love the results. So I highly recommend lash lifting and tinting, but I prefer prefer to go have somebody else do it. As long as your budget allows. Either way, it could get costly, whatever you're doing, if you're buying it at home or doing it at a salon. So I will show you before and after pictures next. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up. If you have any comments or questions, if I didn't explain a step well, just put that down below and I'll answer that as soon as I can. If you have a different brand of perm that you recommend, like, put it in the comments and let me know. Maybe that's better than the one I used. If you have any other tips or questions, just leave them. Make sure you share my video and subscribe to my channel so you can see what's coming in the future. Bye.